Welcome to day 44 of cognitive drawing. All right, we're going to just continue doing these little feet tutorials. We're going to first start off with what appears like a triangle, but it is really a triangle with the tip cut off. And then we're just going to add a little block in there just to kind of represent those toes, right? And then we have our little stick coming into the middle of that. That is where we start. Remember, that triangle can do a lot of things for representing feet. So let's just keep going. We're going to have our block, our leg bones, and our triangle. That is almost a complete triangle. And then our toe rectangle there. And now we're just going to quickly go in and flesh it out. Add those little nuances that you see above. Just do your best. Remember that ankle goes right there where the two shapes meet. And there we go. We got ourselves a little foot drawn. These toes seem a little too short, so I'm going to extend them a little bit so it matches our tutorial. I'm just going to erase a little bit, just so we can see what we have. It looks like a double toe somehow. Okay, there we go. Now we can do the exact same thing but from the other side. So let's start with that square or triangle that kind of cuts off at the bottom. We'll draw that same block in there, and we'll draw the same leg block here. Remember our ankle bone is right there. We can kind of just fill in this, like look at the reference above, and just kind of remember that little arc. Feel free to erase if you have to. Your eraser is your friend. Just a little padding of the foot that kind of mashes down on the ground. We got our little toes here, and then a big toe. Let's just erase some of these construction lines so we can kind of see what it looks like. Clean it up a little bit. There you go. Let's move this ankle back a little bit. It looks like we did that just a little bit too far forward. All right, now remember, how do you know which ankle is higher? It's all about the toe. So the one with the big toe is higher, the one with the small toe is lower. Okay, now we're going to keep going. We got the bottom of the foot, something you don't study every day, unless it's Spider-Man maybe, swinging on his webs and you see his feet sticking out right at you. So let's start with some basic shapes. We're going to do the heel, the ball. We have a square and then kind of a crooked square right there. Okay, that's kind of what our basic bottom of the foot shape is. Now let's just add a little bit more to that. Do the same thing again. Now you can just break this down even more with little squares for the toes. Remember to keep that nice angle. And then my toe is sticking out a little bit more. Let's just fix that. Not like it matters, maybe that's just his pose. And then, now we're going to flesh it out. So let's just recreate that same thing. Got our shapes, toe shapes. Whoa, that big toe is not quite in the right spot. I'm sorry, the little toes are not quite in the right spot. Okay, now let's just flesh this out, okay? We're going to just kind of follow these shapes as good as we can. We can kind of emphasize that the ball of the heel. Just kind of bringing some shape to the bottom of that foot, some padding. Again, feel free to erase. Get some toes in there. Those toes are kind of egg shapes as well. You can do circles, you can do kind of more squared off toes. It's probably what I would do with my style. Right, we got ourselves a nice bottom of the foot. This bottom toe, small toe, needs to be probably crushed in a little bit more than I have. Okay, there we go. We're going to kind of do a cognitive drawing here. So we're going to look at this reference. We're going to first try to do it from memory. Hold on, I need to check to see which side the big toe is facing. I totally forget. Okay, it's on this side. Toes are just weird. I'm going really fast, you guys, and you gotta forgive me if I'm going too fast. Try to get that shape a little better. As you can tell, my feet, the way I draw feet, is quite a bit more cartoony than probably what we are trying to do. And we got a lot of problems with this foot, so let's do it from reference. I'm going to just kind of block out those shapes. It's a little bit more of an upper angle than how I drew it. No, I did draw it in an upper angle. I just did it wrong. I like this little ball that comes out here. I'm just going to worry about the outline shape. First, I think I got the outline shape all right. This needs to come down a little more. And then these weird little, like the tendons are stretching from the muscles all the way down through the leg to the toes. That's a little better. I sure haven't studied feet very much. I could definitely do a couple more passes of this cognitive drawing exercise for feet. Okay, now the toes, the big toes on this side. Let's see if we can do that from memory. I need to cover. Okay, what did we say? The toes on this side. Okay. Okay, let's see how we did. Oh, interesting. We did pretty good. I think it's a little better. Draw this now from this reference. Weird shaped toes. Everyone's toes are different. I mean, hands. Whole body is different, but toes seem to really be different. Feet in general. Now I know I'm a little off here with this shape, but I don't feel like redoing it because I'm pretty pleased with what I've been able to retain. Look at that crazy foot. Crazy foot. We don't even have any details on here, but I kind of like those details from the last drawing we did. Okay. Well, there we go. We did our foot. That is the end of day 44. We've got a bunch of feet drawings. And remember, with these tutorial pages, try to teach it to someone else. That is the trick. If you can teach these tutorials to someone else in your family or your friends or coworkers, then you have truly mastered the drawing process. Then you truly do understand it, okay? That's all what I got for you. See you tomorrow in day 45.